Okay, my children, my Prelic 1 children. We are on the last part of accounting for leases, and ito po yung mga pinagdaanan natin na topics. The one in yellow is the one that we will be taking up right now, sale and leaseback. Ano po ba ang ibig sabihin ng sale and leaseback? Sige, let's go through this together. Para sa mga hindi pa nagmemerienda, okay. At least your eyes are busog. Now, sale and leaseback. Ang sale and leaseback po ay isang kontrata na maaaring i-enter ng isang seller and lessee and buyer-lessor. Sir, those are 4 words, but why did you group them into 2? Relax, kasi po this is sale and leaseback. Kaya ganon. Let me explain. A leaseback is an agreement whereby a party, the seller-lessee, okay, seller-lessee, transfers a property, then immediately leases it from the buyer. So, seller, ako seller, no? Magbebenta ako ng asset sa'yo. Pero, right after the sale, I will immediately lease it back. So, imagine if itong bahay na to, itong kwarto kong ito, ibenta ko sa'yo. Pero hindi ako aalis dito. Kasi after ko siya maibenta sa'yo, I will rent on this room. Okay, I will sign a contract of lease with you to allow me to occupy this room. So ano yun? Naibenta ko na ang property pero ako pa rin ang nakatira. That's sale and leaseback. I hope that was clear. I am the seller lessee because I am the one paying rent right now. Ako ang may-ari noon pero naibenta ko na siya sa iyo ngayon and then ako pa rin ang nakatira kasi nag-lease ako sa iyo. Okay, I hope that was clear. I hope that was not too many jumbled words. But then, the seller becomes the lessee, ako, lessee, and the buyer becomes the lessor. Ikaw, na bumili ng asset ko, sa'yo ako magbabayad ng renta. You're the lessor. Kaya seller lessee, buyer lessor. So now, the problem is, sino ang may-ari ng property? The seller, of course, in an ordinary sale will say the property is not his. Diba? Hindi to akin. Pero, you know there is a complicated situation when there is sale and leaseback because even if I sold the asset already, I am still the ones having control over it. Take note ha? In our conceptual framework, the definition of asset has been revised to include those things that we can control are recognizable as an asset. So I will still say this room is mine. I am leasing it right now. Okay? Although I already sold it, I still have possession over the asset. Therefore, it's still my asset. Pero pag sa papel na, sa titulo, of course, it's with you. But what do I have? I still have usufructuary. And usufructuary in itself can be an asset, as you have learned in our lessee discussion, di ba? Kasi ako ngayon lessee na, right? Lessor accounting, okay? Lessor accounting. Sale and leaseback to ha. Make a differentiation between sale and leaseback and ordinary lease. Sa sale and leaseback po, here's a piece of good news. The lessor accounting between an ordinary lease and a leaseback will not differ. So, the lessor will account for the lease as is in accordance to IFRS 16. Kung ano yung natutunan nyo kahapon and in the past few meetings na tinuro ko sa inyo about lessor accounting, yun din po ang accounting ni lessor whether the lease is sale and leaseback or ordinary lease. Pareho. So you can now breathe a sigh of relief kasi on the lessor side, wala ka pong additional na kailangan aralin. Okay? So, yes, success. Sir, ba't pa natin pinag-uusapan to kung wala namang bago? Well, that's the neat thing there, no? Kasi, on the other hand, the lessee will account for the leaseback, taking into consideration any rights retained and rights transferred. Rights retained, rights transferred, yahoo! New terminologies. meaning new concepts, new things to study, new things to learn. I know you're excited. As excited as that. Rights retained and rights transferred. Okay, ha? Guys, what I am doing right now is trying to impart to you the understanding of sale and leaseback. Pero what did I tell you earlier before I even started the recording? Guys, kahit hindi mo maintindihan yung sale and leaseback, kung memorize mo yung dalawang formula na binigay ko sa handout at sa module, masasagutan mo pa rin yung ng tama yung mga tanong. Pero it is very important for me that you understand what you are doing. If there is no understanding, all learning is for nothing at all. Okay? Sale and leaseback. In a contract of sale. Sige, let's make a comparison para may point of reference kayo, no? In a contract of sale, the asset sold is transferred to the buyer wholly or in whole. Is that a word? Wholly? I'm not quite sure. Pero I can make my own words. This is my presentation. Ano ba naman kayo? So what happens here is that when the sale is perfected, the whole asset is transferred to the buyer. Puso, kaluluwa, dugo, atay, lahat matatransfer kay buyer. Walang matitira kay seller. Okay, that's an ordinary sale. Pero in a sale and leaseback, that is not quite what happens. Because sale and leaseback, ang nangyayari po ay ganito. Pag na-perfect ang isang sale and leaseback, si seller lessee has already learned from past mistakes na huwag ibigay lahat. Kailangan magtira ng konti para sa sarili. Char. Ito ang nangyayari sa sale and leaseback. Although the seller has already sold the asset, the seller will retain a little bit something. Despite giving up ownership, the seller lessee will still record a portion of the asset, representing its usufructuary. It's a complex transaction. In fact, it is two transactions na pinag-isa. Nagbenta ka, so debit ka cash kung cash ang natanggap, credit the property. Of course, hindi mo i-credit ang sales. Kasi ano ka dito, property owner, hindi ka manufacturer. Sale and leaseback. Binenta mo yung asset, tapos yun na, natanggap mo yung pera. Credit the asset. Pero nag-lease ka. So ano entry pag nag-lease? Kailangan mag-recognize ng right of use asset. Diba? So imaginein mo na lang yun. Nagbenta ka ng asset pero magde-debit ka pa rin ng right of use asset. So ang debit mo, debit cash, debit right of use asset. Credit, the ordinary asset. Kung machinery, machinery. Kung building, building. Okay? You will credit that PPE item or whatever item is that na binenta mo and ni-lease back mo because apparently in that arrangement, the buyer lessor will now take ownership or title to the asset transferred. Hindi na sa'yo ang titulo pero ikaw pa rin ang nag-o-occupy. Hindi ikaw ang legal na may-ari pero ikaw ang gumagamit. Okay? Yung asset, yung PPE ha? No other meaning behind that. Okay. So yun po. Understanding the difference of an ordinary sale to sale and leaseback, I believe you can already connect in your heads kung ano ang entry ng isang lease. On the lessee side ha, take note, sale and leaseback, ang normal na i-discuss sa inyo ay lessee side lang po. Lessee, sige po, mag-recenter tayo ngayon. We are on the lessee side because lessor accounting is the same. There is only something new on the lessee side. But let me tell you, my dear children, my dear students, my beautiful and handsome people in our meeting right now, a piece of another good news is that the computation for lease liability is the same as ordinary lease. So, hayahay ang buhay. Di ba ito dapat yung hindi mo pwede makompute ng mali? Kung ano ang alam mo sa computation ng lease liability sa lessee accounting ordinary lease, yun pa din po ang computation niya sa leaseback. So ano yun? Can somebody give me in chat? Can somebody tell me in chat? How do I compute lease liability? What is my acronym? O acronym ba ito? Mnemonic, sorry. Hala, nakalimutan na. Ayun, ang gagaling. Oh no! May nag-chat ng POG, POG. Meron din nag-chat ng OLG. It's still acceptable. Pero what I taught you was log. L-O-G. Okay? Lease payments, option to purchase, and guaranteed residual value. Yun pa din po ang gagamitin natin in the computation of our lease liability. So, nothing to it. But here is the part. Here's the neat part. Here's the sweet spot about sale and leaseback. It is that when you are computing right of use asset, the lessee will only include as asset the portion that pertains to rights retained by the lessee. Ang pwede mo lang po i-recognize as asset is the portion of the whole asset that represents rights retained. I know it doesn't make sense right now, pero can you imagine the pie earlier? Rights retained is yung slice, yung quarter slice kanina na hindi na transfer kay lessor, na hindi na transfer kay buyer. That is your rights retained. And let me just make this clear right now to you. Rights retained is normally represented by the amount of lease liability. It is proportional to the value of your lease liab over fair value of the asset. That's your rights retained. The whole amount of the asset, di ba? Whole amount of the asset, that is your denominator. The whole fair value of the asset. And your numerator is the lease liability. Yan po ang rights retained natin. Or you can infer in this formula kung paano i-compute yung ROA. Okay? Take note, the asset is yours. So it has a carrying amount in your books. Diba? That carrying amount, you will record a portion of it as ROA, an amount equal to the proportionate fraction of this one. Lease liability over asset fair value, ano yan ulit? That is rights retained. Why is it rights retained, sir? Di ba binenta mo yung asset? Tama ba? Tapos pag nagbebenta ka ng asset, ano yun? Gini-give up mo yung rights sa asset. Di ba? Gini-give up mo yung ownership, gini-give up mo lahat ng control over that asset. Pero, binenta mo yun for a consideration, right? Nakatanggap ka ng pera. But here is the neat part. And wait. Let me not reuse that word too much. Here is where your attention should be. Nagbaligya ka na hin asset, pero later on, ito nga imo na karawat nga kwarta for the sale of that asset, parang a portion of that, ibabalik mo kan lessor in the form of lease payments. If this was the whole selling price, a portion of it is the lease liability. And that lease liability represents the amount or the portion of the asset that you are retaining rights for. Okay? This is the whole selling price. This is the whole fair value. Sir, magkaiba yung fair value sa selling price, di ba? Yes, pero as I mentioned in our previous meetings, normally they are equal. Selling price and fair value are equal when silent, unless the problem specifies that they are different. Okay? Itong formula na to, that is how you compute ROA. But ang init, kadali ha? Yung aircon ko ata. Okay. Lease liability. Sige nga, what did you take away from that? Can you answer me right now? What represents rights retained? What represents rights retained? In chat. Alam ko naman mahiyain kayo lahat eh. Okay. Thank you, Ivan. Rights retained is equal to the lease liability over asset fair value. Those who are answering lease liability, that is also correct. Pero take note ha, rights retained. If you imagine this one to be the whole right to the asset, karapatan over that asset. Rights retained is the one that represents lease liab. Pero itong nasa labas, ang tawag dyan, rights transferred. Ito siya, ang lease liab natin kanina, it is what we retain. Itong nasa labas, that is rights transferred. That is the right, that is the portion of the rights na na-transfer kay lessor. Okay? But let me move forward. I am lingering too long on this one. I don't want to because this is an easy topic. Okay, here is something that you should note. Pag nagsosolve ka po ng right of use asset, yung pinakauna ituturo sa'yo ay lease liability over selling price. But, over selling price ha, I mentioned earlier they're always equal, di ba? Selling price is equal to asset fair value. Pero, my advice is kung given yung fair value ang palagi mong gagamitin dito. Only use sales when fair value is not given. Take note of that. Sometimes selling price will be your denominator if fair value is not given, pero only do so if that is the case. And unfortunately, my dear children, my dear sweet students, the problem is not as simple as that. The topic, I mean, is not as simple as that. Because sometimes, sa hatian na to, merong malulugi o merong makakaganansya. Minsan, yung sale and leaseback nag-i-involve po ng prepayment or financing. Prepayment. What is prepayment? Sir, na-add siya sa sa formula natin, na-add siya sa lease liab. Tapos yung financing naman, sir, na-deduct sa lease liab. Ano kaya implication nun, sir? Okay. Take note, ha? Permission to speak in the dialect to explain this one better. Dialect. Panumdum, ini, gimbayaran mo. Gimbayad mo, okay? Gimbayad mo. Tapos, di babayaran mo. Kumbaga, inihiya, it is the portion of the whole amount you received that you will pay back. Ibabalik mo ini. Nakarawat mo inihiya nga amount. Pero inihiya nga lease liab, ibabalik mo kan lessor. Okay? Which is why it's rights retained. I'm only saying that to relate it to prepayment and financing. Okay, sige. Basta, net. Kung inet ko nga nito nga dudua, an amount na makukuha ko, the amount that I will not give back. Ito si lease liab, ibabalik mo ito. Okay? Normal discussion. Okay, let's talk about prepayments. Prepayment. What is prepayment and when does it happen? There will be a so-called prepayment when a sale is not made in the ordinary course of business. What do I mean by that? Guys, a sale made in the ordinary course of business is a sale at market value. A sale equal to fair value. Okay? Pag hindi nag-equal yung selling price mo sa fair value, magkakaroon tayo ng konting problema. Halimbawa, kapag ang asset fair value ay greater than the selling price, that is a situation we call prepayment. Sir, why prepayment? Okay. Panumdum gimbaligya mo ang asset ha, but you sold it at an amount that is lower than its actual value. Bakit kaya? Kasi yung difference nila, it is a prepayment for occupying the asset again. Kumbaga down payment mo yung difference. Okay? Parang nag-leaseback ka, may down payment ka. Ano ang down payment mo? Ang difference neto kasi hindi ko natanggap ang buong value ng asset because my selling price is lower. Kaya po prepayment ang tawag. Sige. I hope you got that one because I did not. Charms, balit. Okay. Kalma, Kevin. Kalma. Prepayment will only occur when the fair value is greater. But on the other hand, if in case the selling price is greater than the fair value, we call that financing. Ano yung financing sa Tagalog? Pautang. Pautang. Financing. Selling price. Take note ha, itong selling price, yan yung natanggap mong pera. Tapos itong fair value, yan yung totoong halaga ng asset mo. At ang financing po nag-a-arise when the selling price is greater than the asset fair value. Meaning, nakaganansya ka dito kasi mas malaki ang natanggap mo kaysa sa actual na halaga ng asset mo. Bakit? Kasi pinagbigyan ka lang ni lessor, binigyan ka niya ng pautang. Anyway, ibabalik mo naman kasi later, it will be included sa lease liability. That might not be accurate on all angles, ano? So I will take back that last statement. Maybe not. Maybe that's not the correct interpretation. Pero yun na po. Ano ang situation din ni financing? Malipayon ka kay dakon imo nakarawat nga kwarta compared han value hanimo asset. Pero that in turn will result to a reduction of your rights retained. Gindideduct hiya, di ba? Sa lease liab in order to arrive at ROA. Financing will lower your rights retained while prepayment will increase your rights retained. Note those two. I know. Nakakalito. Maaaring hindi mo matandaan kung alin sa kanila yung ina-add, alin sa kanila yung dinideduct. So, bago ko pa matapos itong handout na to, itong presentation na to, let me show you what I have in a form of an alternative formula sa sa handout natin. If you are an advanced reader, you might already have examined this one. Hindi mo na kailangan tandaan whether financing or prepayment ang problem. Just use this formula. It works. Whether the situation is financing or prepayment, you will get the correct answer so long as you use this formula correctly. Okay, it's in your handouts. If you are EL, nasa page 14 po yan. Pero hindi mo ito maiintindihan kagad kung hindi mo pa nababasa ang buong discussion sa taas. So kindly start from scratch, from the very basic, to the now with financing, to the prepayment, so that you can understand why it turns out to be this one. Okay. Sorry. I highlighted the formula for gain on rights transferred. Hindi pa ako nagdi-discuss ng gain on rights transferred. Sorry. Ito po ang kailangan nyo tandaan. Right abuse asset. Erase yung kanina. It's a discussion for a few moments. Not now. Ito siya ang kailangan mo tandaan. Lease liability plus fair value minus selling price over fair value times carrying amount. Kuha mo na yung ROA with that formula only. Whether this results to a prepayment or financing, you don't care because you will get the ROA correctly. Okay? Yung kanina, para ano lang yan? For formality, para intindi mo kung bakit may financing, bakit may prepayment. Kasi sometimes your author might twist the problem. Itanong sa'yo, what is the selling price? Sige daw. Bigay lease liab, bigay ROA. Itanong ano selling price. But that is already too far-fetched of a problem to exist. But who knows? Padayon, Kevin. ROA. Okay, remember these facts for ROA. First formula pa lang to ha, na kailangan mo tandaan. First formula. Na spoiler alert na kita ko na kayo, I mean, na-spoiler ko na kayo kanina because I showed you the other half of lease layab. I mean, leaseback. Leaseback is a complex transaction. It's hybrid. And since it's one part sale and one part lease, the lessee also needs to account for the implications involved in the sale of an asset. Okay, di ba pag nagbebenta tayo ng PPE item or nagbebenta tayo ng intangible assets, normally, if the selling price is not equal to the carrying amount, we will record what is called a gain on sale. Di ba? Ang asset sa libro mo ay nasa 100,000 pero binenta mo siya at 150. Meaning that is a 50,000 gain on sale. Di ba? We also need to consider that in a leaseback transaction. And in leaseback, the gain on sale is termed as gain on rights transferred. Sir, ano ang rights transferred? Na-imagine mo yung pie kanina? Yung ni-retain ni lessee, that is rights retained. Pero yung part ng asset na mas malaki ang slice na pumunta kay lessor buyer, yun po ay rights transferred. You can only recognize a gain for the portion of the asset that was actually transferred, the rights transferred. The seller lessee accounts for a gain or loss on sale of the asset, but the gain or loss can only be recognized only to the extent of the rights transferred. And I know, wala kang naintindihan sa definition na yon, kaya po magpo-proceed na lang tayo dito. Because I believe I am better at explaining formulas than words. Not sure. Pero kung makatulong, sana. Hala, sorry. My share screen has been messed up. Sorry. Pwede ba? Okay, sorry. Where did I lose you? Here? Hindi nyo to nakita, no? Okay, sige. What is gain on rights transferred? It is the portion of the asset. Ito yung atay, yung kaluluwa, yung utak ng asset na nabenta mo at na kay lessor na ngayon. Siguro na-retain mo ang kamay, na-retain mo ang paa, ikaw pang may control, no? Pero yung utak ng asset na kay lessor na. We call that portion the right transferred. Okay? Hopefully, you transpose everything I said earlier when the display was not proper to this here. Let me trace back a bit. Okay, itong part na to before I open the handout, no? So I believe we're already here. Okay, padayon, sir. Gain on rights transferred. How do I compute gain on rights transferred, sir? Ito yon. Okay, kanina, ang numerator mo, ito. Okay? Kasi ang kinocompute mo, rights retained, the lease liability. Pero ngayon, ang numerator mo, it's not already that. Naparalugod pa 10 circle. Ano? Your numerator right now is the outer part of the pie, the rights transferred. Look at that, fair value minus lease liab. Parang this is the other half. This is the other portion, I mean, of the pie. Kay kanina, right of use asset, ang numerator mo is lease liability, di ba? Over fair value. Pero right now, your numerator is fair value minus lease liability, the other part. Bakit? Kasi itong part lang na to ang pwede magkaroon ng gain. Okay? Meanwhile, itong part na to kanina, yan lang ang pwede natin mapagkunan ng source for ROA. Okay. Sir, what is gain on sale? Well, you know what gain on sale is, right? My dear children, it is the same thing as basic accounting. Gain on sale is simply selling price minus carrying amount. So kunin mo si gain on sale, fair value given, that is your denominator, also a part of your numerator. Tapos i-compute mo yung lease liab, that is also a part of your numerator. Gain on rights transferred, check. Yun na. Alright? Pero, like all interactions, sa lahat ng pagdadaanan mo sa buhay, meron talagang mga manggugulo. No matter how peaceful you are, no matter how peaceful your relationships are, meron talaga dyan mga manggugulo at pilit kayong i-confuse. Pero don't worry my children. All you really need is understanding para po malampasan nyo ang problem na to. I hope you understand ano ang ibig sabihin ng insertion of the prepayment and financing. Ala sir, look at that. Look at this sir. This fraction here, sir, it is almost similar to the formula earlier for ROA, sir. If I remove this one, sir, that is already the formula, then the fraction, I mean, for ROA. And yes, my dear children, that is correct. That is a correct analogy. Di ba kung wala si fair value, ito na yung formula sa ROA. Yes, considering kapag GRT ang kinocompute mo, ang factor mo is gain on sale. Pero kung ang kinocompute mo ay right of use asset, ang factor mo po ay carrying amount. Okay? Don't get that one mixed up. Kasi sa ROA, ang minimeasure mo ang portion ng asset. Sa GRT, ang minimeasure mo ang portion ng gain on sale. But I will rather say less words, less mistakes. Look at the formula. Sir, there's another terminology na bago, sir. What is adjusted total gain? I call that the ATG based on its initials. And look at these notes for reference. ATG, or adjusted total gain, is simply the difference between fair value over carrying amount. Because when there is prepayment or financing, your selling price will always be not equal to the fair value. And rule. Do you remember the note I inserted earlier about using these formulas? You will only use selling price when the fair value is not given. That's what I said, di ba? Selling price, gagamitin mo lang yan pag hindi given ang fair value. When the fair value is given, always go for it. Because ang pag-compute mo po ngayon ng gain on sale kapag given ang fair value, it is already the ATG rather than the GOS, the gain on sale. Fair value na ang gagamitin mo sa pag-compute ng factor for getting the amount for GRT. ATG na, hindi nag-GOS, hindi na gain on sale. Sir, can I still use gain on sale? Yes, pero provided there is no prepayment or financing. Provided the selling price is equal the fair value. You can still use GOS. Pero to be safe, always use ATG. In whatever scenario. Hala sir, kung hindi given yung fair value, let me circle back one more time para hindi mo malimutan. Pag hindi given ang fair value, the assumption is the selling price is equal to the fair value. So this is your situation. Okay? I hope you got that. Okay, I'm still recording. Hay, salamat. Ay, okay. Hindi pa tayo thank you, have a great day. Tapos na ang presentation ko sa PowerPoint. But, my dear children, we are not done here yet. This is an easy topic, and I believe you are well able enough to proceed to this one. First 5 people to give me least liability for this problem, you get cake. Meron kang points. Chan Chavez has the following information. Ano to? Memory test. Ang dali-dali lang ng lease liability dito. It's just a matter of, do you remember? Sabi pa ni, nakalimutan ko kung sino ang singer. Wag na. Okay. Do you remember kung paano i-compute ang lease liab? LOG lang. And in the problem, there is only L. There is no O, there is no G. That is because that is not our main focus. Our focus right now is the intrications of, tawag na ito, leaseback. Malilimutin na si sir. Okay. It's a bad sign. Ito siya. Ivan, nangunguna, nakakuha ng tamang sagot. Pangalawa, Frances, nakakuha din ng tamang sagot. Very well. Pangatlo, Erika, Hamin. And this is now followed by Rose Venice, pang-apat. Lastly, JV. Well done. Okay, kayong lima na nanalo ngayon, for this problem, hindi muna kayo qualified to enter the next one. Pero just be thankful nakuha mo yung easy requirement, okay? Kasi ito yung pinakamadali sa kanilang lahat. That is 600,458. Simply multiplying lease payments annual by the present value annuity of 1, which is already given in the problem. That is already your lease liability. But you do not simply say lease liab debit tapos credit ROA, ha? Hindi yun yung entry natin sa leaseback. Iba yung entry natin sa leaseback. It's a bit convoluted. It's in the handout, I believe. If I can show you later, I will. Pero sige. Next requirement, right of use asset. Can you compute the right of use asset as of January 1, 2021? Wala pa demarcation line. Okay, sige. Sige na la. Okay, sige na la. I know where it starts. 359. Okay, 359. Ang bibilis. Parang na-predict nyo ano gagawin ko today, no? Guys, please, leaseback is not difficult if you have your notes with you. But if you don't know the formula, if you're not familiar with the formula, in an actual exam, mahirap to itama given na hindi mo alam ang formula. Pero since ngayon, in your situation, nasa home-based e-learning tayo, pag nagsosolve ka, ito yung situation mo. Andyan kagad yung formula kasi nasa notes mo. Di ba? So you can easily figure out what you need to do here. Na-compute na natin yung lease liab kanina. Ito yung selling price, ito yung fair value, ito yung carrying amount. Ano pa? Meron ka na. Lease liab numerator. Fair value denominator. Carrying amount is a, anong tawag doon? Factor. Sagot. 540, 412. If you are smart, at this moment, you should already be working on solving gain on rights transferred. I will not show you the formula. You have the resources I already gave. Do not type it yet because I have not placed the demarcation line yet. So if you type it right now, hindi ka po makakount. The following people are the ones who won the ROA requirement. Wait, Maria Jean, nanalo ka ba kanina, Maria Jean? Hindi pa?
Not yet, sir.
Okay, thank you. This is followed by Mary Ivy. Congratulations. followed by Miss Rachel. Fourth one is Angelica Tejerero. And lastly, Lady V. Lady, nagdawag ba kanina yung Lady V? Lady? Did you?
Sir.
Waray?
Maray po.
Okay. Dalawa na yon. I mean, 10 na ang hindi pwede makasali sa pangatlong requirement, ha? 10 people will no longer be involved in answering gain on rights transferred. Demarcation line here. Wait for my signal. Gain on rights transferred, answer now. The problem is not difficult. In fact, baka ma-dismiss ko kayo ng early. Given the fact that this will not take too long because the formula is there. It is readily available for you to use. Romel, you're raising a hand. Please speak up. Was that by mistake?
250 lang sa akin kanina. $250,000 times 2.4.
Sir, what does leasing differ from other mode of paying or acquisition objects or properties such as buying or renting? Romel, basically leasing is synonymous to renting. Kasi pag nagre-rent ka, dapat meron ka dyan contract na sinasaynan. It's a lease contract, basically. And acquiring objects, buying, contract of sale is very different from lease. Because as soon as the sale is perfected, the asset is transferred immediately. And yun na. Kung ano ang nabili mo, sa'yo na yan. No other implications. You will record the asset itself instead of ROA. What are the advantages and disadvantages of leasing? Okay, that's good. Cost benefit is the main advantage. People, for example, ikaw, magsa-study ka sa St. Paul, nakatira ka sa Northern Samar, yung parents mo, galante, mayaman, milyonaryo, bibilhan ka ng bahay in the front of St. Paul because they can afford it. But let's say, hindi kaya ng parents mo. Magre-rent ka, di ba? Cost advantage po. Ang pinaka main attraction ng leasing. Another is avoiding capital gains tax. But don't tell them I told you that. Pero aton-aton lang ito, ha? Hindi pa kayo nag-study ng tax? Okay. So you don't understand very well. Padayon. Okay. Right. Gain on rights transferred, I mean. Gain on rights transferred or GRT simply has that formula. And when it comes to using that formula properly, gamitin mo lang ang calcu mo. You should arrive at an equation that looks like that. Or kung aayusin ko lang ang color, makukuha natin yung ganitong answer. Okay? Nothing to it. Fair value minus lease liability over asset fair value. Tapos, multiply gain on sale. Just be mindful of your PEMDAS. I myself, I'm not an expert in algebra, of course, but I have some common sense. 39,954 is our answer. Zephanie, Princess, Nicole, Christine Antor, Charlene Lago, and Trixie. Kayo po ang mga nanalo with this challenge. O sige. Before I show you the next problem, let me record first so that everyone is on equal footing. Kay kanina, ang natabo, nagpinalaksihay na lahin enter kay tanan may answer na. Sige. Let me even out the fighting chances of everyone. Reset. Lahat pwede na ulit sumali. Zephany. Miss Konos. Princess Nicole. Abrera. Christine Antor. Charlene Lago. And Miss Trixie Reyno. Okay. The problem is not too hard, no? Kasi you have a formula. At pag meron ka nitong mga formula na to, wala ka pong talo. Okay? You can't possibly fail this. Unless ma-confuse ka ng konti. Demarcation line. Now, hindi ko muna isosolve ha. I will give you a chance to solve on your own. Ito siya. We already have the answer for lease layab. Pero right now, let me ask, what is the amount for right of use asset in this problem? Let me zoom out. You may now type your answers as soon as you have them. Aray. Fair value is not equal to selling price. So most definitely there is prepayment or financing. But which is it? Financing or prepayment? I think I gave everyone enough time to provide their answers. Pero answers are still trickling. So sige, I will wait for a few more moments. Pero sige. Codigs, sir, codigs. Roa, ito ang codigs mo. Just a matter of question. Prepayment ba tayo or financing? Guys, you might know kung financing or prepayment ha, pero I hope in my explanations earlier, naintindihan mo kahit konti kung bakit prepayment yung tawag, kung bakit financing yung tawag. Pero again ha, para hindi ka na mahirapan, pwede mo na lang i-substitute tong prepayment sa financing. Ano na lang, fair value minus selling price. Tapos i-bracket mo para PEMDAS. Okay, let me now reveal the answer. First and foremost, our situation is financing. 200,000 ang financing because the selling price is 1,200,000. Meanwhile, the fair value is only 1 million. That would result to a deduction from the lease liability of 200,000. Okay, kaya negative siya. Kung i-substitute mo to fair value minus selling price, magiging negative to, di ba? So lease liability plus negative 200, that would be minus 200. Same effect. Tapos kung prepayment naman, magiging positive yon kasi fair value minus selling price. So same effect din, i-add mo. That's also the effect of prepayment. I-add mo sa lease liab. Right? So the reveal is our formula would look like this. Sorry. Like that. Anay, may danawarang nga reference. I erased something. Okay. Ito siya. Ito siya. Anay kadali ha. C10, that is your lease liab, plus C11, that is your prepayment, plus negative 200,000, divided by C8, fair value, okay, correct ka sir. Tapos multiply by C7, your carrying amount. Yep. 360,412. Answer, ROA. I will entertain questions now. Kung may tanong ka, please say it vocally or write in chat. While I do record kung sino yung mga nanalo, okay, go ahead, Romel, you're raising a hand.
I recall sir akong second.
Second.
Advantages. My
Advantages.
second question to you, sir.
Okay, advantages. Romel, I'm sorry, I can't really enumerate lahat-lahat ng mga advantages ng leasing. Pero
some
I mentioned, I discussed earlier, cost advantage. Di ba bakit ka bumibili ng property? Para magamit mo siya. Di ba? Pero kung hindi mo afford, tapos gusto mo pa rin maka-occupy ng property, pwede ka mag-lease. In comparison to sale, leasing is way affordable. Kasi ang gusto mo lang naman mag-occupy. You don't really want to live there. Gusto mo lang mag-occupy sandali. Cost advantage lang naman. At para sa mga walang choice. Okay, yes, say something.
What are some disadvantages of leasing?
Disadvantages of leasing. Disadvantages, Romel? Disadvantages of leasing. Okay. Disadvantages of leasing is that teka, may nag-knock sa ano ko, sa door ko. Kadali ha. Disadvantages ng leasing. Well, if you think about it, you are paying for an expense. Kasi kung rent lang na rent tapos walang purchase option, hindi magiging sayo yung titulo ng property. Hindi magiging sayo yung titulo ng lupa and whatnots, kung ano man yung nililease. No? Ibabalik mo. So yun po ang sagot ko. Na-miss you tayo ngayon Miss Universe. Anything else? 36412, kadaliha. Yung unang nanalo ay si Christine Rose. By the way, the ones that I will be mentioning right now will no longer be eligible for the next requirement. Ikaw to, Christine Rose. Dana, ikaw din. Don't worry, nanalo na kayong dalawa. Miss Frances, you're the third one. Pang-apat ay si JV. And then, Chizon, pang-lima. Ay hala, I'm sorry. Frances, hindi pala tama yung sagot na nabigay mo in this first, sa first answer mo, mali yung binigay mo. Sorry. I was not paying attention too much. Roch. Sorry. Also, JV, mali pala yung sagot na na-input mo dito. So I'll have to look for 2. Yung kasunod na nagbigay ng tamang sagot. So that's JV. Chizon is the third lang. Third pa lang. And this is followed by Ivan. Okay, Ivan. Again, pardon me for that mistake. Ivan is the fourth. And then the fifth one is Angelica Tejerero. If you are wise at this moment, you're now computing for gain on rights transferred. Diba? Kasi ilalagay ko na ang demarcation line right now for GRT. Type your answers now. Simply use the formula. I hope you took notes. Okay? Kasi that's your only ticket to answering this right now. I'm pretty sure if you're not looking at the formula, makukonfuse ka kung paano kunin to. Okay, I believe that is enough time for everyone to input their answers. Do take note na your answers, if correct, kung tama yung sagot mo pero hindi ka nasama sa top 5, I hope kahit papano you feel the confidence na kaya mo na siya sagutan ng tama. Although it might be a bit sad kasi hindi ka nasama sa mga winners, pero I hope there is still something of a gain in you. Meron ka pa rin na-gain on rights transferred, no? Kahit na hindi ka ma-reward for it. Internally rewarded ka naman kasi this is the answer. Kung nakuha mo siya ng tama, ay wait, let me review my formula. That looks wrong. A bit wrong, ano? I see. Financing tayo, di ba? This should be plus. Plus negative 200, sorry. Sige. C10 is lease liab. Tapos financing is negative 200. So 600 plus negative 200,000, that is liab plus, minus financing. Ito yung numerator natin dito. Tapos in-enclose ko siya sa parenthesis. Fair value is C8, 1 million minus 600,000 plus. Okay, ang hirap i-explain. I'm sorry I will not be solving this one right now, but I hope you can read Excel formulas. Ay, adjusted total gain. Sorry. Okay, hindi pa to tama. We need to compute first the amount of adjusted total gain before anything. Kanina, sa GRT, ang ginamit natin ay gain on sale. Sa first problem. Because selling price is equal to fair value. Pero dito, before we can do anything, we need to compute first ATG, which is simply the difference between between your selling price, ay fair value, and carrying amount. ATG na pala to. It's no longer gain on sale. So this is correct now. I believe so. Sorry if I pre-typed the formula, ha? Pwede ko man inibugas-bugason unta tinag-usa-usahon, pero I believe we needed to be quicker in our solving today. So ayun po. Yan yung sagot. Okay, sige. Let me do this one by one. Kay bangin nagsasayop laluatan akong formula, no? Liability, lease liab equals lease liab plus prepayment minus financing. Financing to, di ba? Let me instead separate prepayment and financing para hindi kayo ma-confuse sa positive and negative. Kay nagiging source in confusion and positive and negative. Instead of having that one negative, let's make it positive. Okay. Adi ha? Let's take the numerator first. Fair value minus liab plus prepayment minus financing. The liability minus financing is equal to that amount. Okay? And the fair value is equal to 1 million. So, if I would take this numerator, an iya amount po amo ini. That is our numerator. And our denominator is the fair value of the asset still. So, I will have to divide. Ito siya less. Dito naman divide. Asan ka na, sir? Andito na tayo. Divide by the fair value of the asset. Ang makukuha natin dyan ay equal to a rate. It will be a rate. I can call this maybe transfer rate. Ito yung portion of the asset na na-transfer kay lessor. Tapos, kailangan natin siya ngayon i-multiply. Asan na tayo sa formula? Nandito na tayo sa times ATG. Nakuha na natin ito, na fraction na to, it's 0.5999 something. Tapos kailangan ko na lang siya i-multiply ngayon by the ATG. Yep, my formula earlier might have been wrong. But why did it update right now? Okay. Hindi ko na enter kanina. Tapos pag enter ko, nabago yung amount, I think. Multiply natin siya ngayon by adjusted total gain of 100,000. Makukuha natin yung sagot. 59,954. Okay? Actually, the very first second na naglagay ako ng demarcation line, nag-enter na kagad ng sagot niya si Zephanie. Well done. Do understand, I am more comfortable doing this on pen and paper, but unfortunately, wala pong iPad si sir. Hindi ako makapag-discuss sa inyo na with touch pen. Kaya mahirap yung equations ay fractions na to. Yung formula na mga ganito ba? Scientific expressions. Stephanie, congrats. Hindi ka pa natawag sa requirement 2? Tama ba? Hindi ka nanalo kanina? Requirement 2 in the current problem. This is now followed by Lady May. Sige, I will now just put my trust and confidence in you that you know the rules. This is now followed by Princess. Princess Nicole Abrera. Third. And then, sorry, Miss Ivy. Okay, sabi niya nakalimutan niya i-deduct. Anyway, you now know. Ivan is the third or fourth? Fourth one. Congrats, Ivan. And the fifth one to get the correct answer is you, Cristel. Mind your PEMDAS, guys, ha? Kay kung may ada ka man masasayupan din, ang PEMDAS ito. Okay? This is the fair value. This is the LIAB minus financing. Tapos, divide by fair value again. Multiply by ATG. This is fun. Ako lang bang nag-enjoy dito? I'm sorry. I should have been more considerate. Maybe some of you are not enjoying this. Maybe it's suffering. But maybe it's fulfillment to some who are able to answer correctly. Not even saying na kailangan mo nakuha yung points, no? Pero I hope you find satisfaction in being able to get the correct answer. Because it proves that you are competent in math. Unlike your sir. Hala, sige. Last problem for today. The same, everything, except I adjusted the fair value. Demarcation line here. Here. Give me the answer for ROA. Ang bilis mag-calculate ni Christine Rose. By the way, reset na ulit. Lahat pwede na sumali. Because this is a new problem. Pabilisan ng kamay sa pagkakalcu. What is the situation right now? It is prepayment. This kind of topic, I believe, once na-impart ko na sa inyo yung understanding na part, why is it prepayment? Why is it financing? What does sale and leaseback mean? I believe up to that point, my job is done. Kasi ito siya, it is more of a procedure rather than concept. It's now left to your hands how you will tackle it. I already provided you with the material. You will have to work that material by your own hands and your brains, your wonderful brains. This is leagues away from the difficulty that is lesser accounting. Mahirap sa lesser accounting. Pero do take note ha, lesser accounting to. This can also be made difficult if the computation of the lease liability is intentionally difficult. Panumdum nga magpe-present value ka pa ha. Sometimes dere inigahatag. So you will have to figure that one out. Sometimes may guaranteed residual value, sometimes may PO. So you will also have to figure that one out. Sometimes in advance, sometimes ordinary. So, CODIGS, ROA, computation. This is your CODIGS. Now let me just do the computation manually para lahat makasunod. Sorry if earlier it was not the case. Sir, gusto ko makita yung given. This is the only given you need. I tell you, that's the only given you need. Was that enough time already? I believe so. So sige po. Let's answer. Lease liability plus prepayment or financing. We have to figure out first if it's a prepayment or financing. And for that, let me separate the two para hindi na kayo ma-confuse. Again, nakakapag-provide lang ng additional confusion yung negative positive na to. Kay bangin i-add ko ang negative amount, masaring ka mo, di ba sir, gindi-deduct? Sige daw, i-deduct daw ang negative amount, anong effect? Pero I'm not blaming you. I am not supposed to be your teacher in math. Pero sige, are we prepayment or financing? Fair value is greater than selling price. That means meron kang paunang bayad. Nalugi ka dito, ikaw si Leslie, ano? Ito ang halaga ng asset mo, pero binenta mo siya for only 1.2. Bakit? Anong ibig sabihin nun? Ang diferensya nila, that is your paunang bayad. Para maka-occupy ka sa property, ito ang prepayment mo. Yep. That's how the world works. So, now, lease liability. Lease liab is equal to 600,458. Prepayment, that is equal to 300,000. Take note that prepayment and financing will not exist in one problem together. It's either prepayment or financing. I hope you understand that, and I hope common sense na yon sa cognition natin. What will we do with that? We will divide that by the asset fair value. After dividing, we will get what I call the transfer rate or the percentage of the asset that was transferred to the lessor. Makuha mo yan, you will have to multiply the, anong tawag sa result ng divide? Kalimutan ko na. Quotient. Thank you. You have to multiply the quotient by the asset carrying amount. So, bulok lang talaga hisarin ko math. But you know what I was proud of when I entered accountancy? I believed in my reading comprehension. Kaya ang tagal ko mag-solve ng problem kasi binabasa ko ng maigi. Pero it really helped. Kung alam mo magbasa, alam mo umintindi ng English, magaling ka sa accounting. That's what I believe. Pero good logic skills help a lot. I think this is the wrong answer because I moved the financing and prepayment a bit. But maybe I can make it right. By doing this. Yep. There goes. 540,275. Congratulations to the people who got it right. Whether or not you are called right now, I hope you're proud. But nangunguna sa mga mabilis ang kamay, mabilis mag-calcu. Pang ano to? Ang quality ay pang quiz bowl. Christine Rose. Congrats. Namumuro ka ng Christine ah. This is followed by Hashan. Ay no, sorry Hashana. Mali yung sagot na na-input niya. Ang bilis niya pero slightly iba yung sagot niya. Instead, the next one to give the correct answer is you, JV. This time around, na-redeem ko ang sarili ko. I called you because your answer is now correct. Second, si JV. Followed by Princess Nicole. Pangatlo, followed by Maria Jean. Pang-apat, and Erica Hamin. Congratulations to the 5 of you. Sir, paano po ang total adjusted gain? Adjusted total gain. Fair value minus carrying amount? Yes, Rinier. That's fair value minus carrying amount. Correct ang pagkakaintindi mo. Wala daw siya sa bahay. Asan ka? Sino ba nililigaw? Sino ba dinidate mo? Ano ba nilalakad mo? Rinier.
Scholarship, sir.
Okay, scholarship. Tularan si Rinier. Nililigawan ang scholarship. Yep. ATG is equal to fair value less carrying amount. Sige po. Alam ko may mga excited na dyan. Excluding the 5 who won the first requirement, I mean the second requirement, this is open to everyone. But wait. Nag-enter na kagad. Wait. Wala pang demarcation line. Huy! Demarcation line here. Give me your answers. Ang bibilis. That shows that the topic is really easy to follow. As long as may formula ka, I believe wala kang talo dito sa topic na to. Ano lang ang makakapagpahirap ng buhay mo dito? It's only the memory test. Kung kaya mo ba i-commit to memory yung formula at kung kaya mo ba mai-apply yung foundation mo sa pag-compute ng least liab. In our discussion today, there is no problem in computing least liab because I intentionally made it easy para po ma-focus natin ang concept lang na nadagdag because of leaseback. So right now, ito po ang facts natin. We are still on a prepayment. It's positive. Let me just remove the financing thingy up here. And the adjusted total gain is equal to 600,000. Yes. Yep. Wait. Yes, 600,000. It's carrying amount and fair value. Prepayments. Maybe my formula will be messed up if I delete this one, but let's just try. Renier, kahit nasa labas, sumasagot pa rin. Salute. Okay. The chat has now calmed down a bit. Parang wala nang nag-enter ng sagot nila. Okay, sige. First answer is the entry daw of Renier. Pero sige, gawin ko ulit yung ginawa ko kanina ha. Isa-isahin natin. We'll take this complicated trio first. Unahin natin to. Layab plus prepayment minus financing. But since there is no financing because we are prepayment here, we'll have to do this. Add natin to silang dalawa. Tapos fair value. Ano? Fair value. Fair value dito na lang sa taas. Tapos ito siya. I-cut ko na lang to dito. And then let me move everything one space down para nang sa gayon makita natin lahat. Fair value is equal now to 1,500,000. So ano to? 1,500,000 fair value minus layab plus prepayment. Ito na ang operation na meron tayo. Here is our numerator. Okay? And this is now going to be divided by the fair value of the asset. So here, divide. Okay. And multiplied by the ATG here. Product 237,817 pesos, and that's how the cookie crumbles. 239,817 ang mga nanalo po dito ay sina Mary Faye, I trust yung mga nanalo kanina hindi na nag-enter ng answer, no? This is now followed by Miss Lady May. And John Monique is the third. Miss Ivy got it correct. Escarlan. After that, pang-ilan na ba si Ivy? Pang-apat na, no? Chizon. Okay, pang-lima si Chizon. Okay, that's a wrap. Yun na po ang tatlong senaryo na maaari niyong ma-encounter in a leaseback problem. Either may prepayment or merong financing, or maybe the problem simply is a straightforward problem without the prepayment financing thingy because the fair value is equal to selling price. Ano pa ulit ang na-mention ko kanina? If the fair value is not given, presumed it's equal to selling price. Okay? It is presumed to be equal to selling price. because that is sale in ordinary course of business. All right? Questions? QA tayo ngayon. Let me stop my recording now. Ay, okay. Let me just retain the recording. Baka may magtanong na makatulong sa general public, general student ng Pre-Lec 1. May tanong tayo about sale and leaseback. Don't ask me the formula. I can't recite it, pero I believe I can compute a problem if you give me. Sir, mapa-upload po recorded video. Sure. Nanhuram lang kalkyo. Nanhuram kang kalkyo nga da Robinsons, Renier.
Sir, yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Late Konohe Dominic. You forgot classes today? Dominic, what happened?
Yes, sir. Kaya nasanay ko ako ang classes is kuan Monday and Wednesday.
Monday and Wednesday. Do we not have classes on Thursdays? I believe nagka-klase gihapit on Thursday. Oh, okay. For your other subjects. Okay.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
okay.
Nalipat ako.
Sir, how about po on residual value? If silent po ang problem, considered as guaranteed or unguaranteed? Hala, uungay ano. Adi. Pag silent ang problem as to guarantee of residual value, assignment ini niyo. Diri ko ang igahatag. Sige. Igahatag ko after niyo umanswer. Type your answers in chat. Is it guaranteed or not? Now, residual value. Guaranteed or not?
Ano pong question, sir?
If the problem is silent, is residual value guaranteed or unguaranteed? Guys, am I still in the meeting?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
Because
sir.
my account has been signed out kay may gumamit nga ibang user han SPS Zoom. Guaranteed or unguaranteed? Okay, sige. Guys, a contract of guarantee. It is not something that you presume if not stated. Okay? Because it has to be included in the provisions of a contract. In this case, a lease contract. It's an additional burden. It's a liability. So, pag problem ay silent po, whatever has the least effect to equity or prudence, yun ang i-assume natin. And yun na din po, guarantee is a contract that must be mentioned. So the verdict, when the problem is silent, do not assume that the residual value is guaranteed. It is unguaranteed. Okay? The lessee must willingly agree to the guarantee before the lessee can be bound to perform under that agreement. Okay? Kailangan i-mention sa problem na guaranteed ang residual value. I hope we have settled that one. Sorry, I forgot that I made that one your assignment. Pero right now, I hope you were able to appreciate that explanation, even just a little bit. Any more questions that might help the general public in our Pre-Lec 1? Sa Pre-Lec 1 lang naman, no? Hindi yung general public na general public talaga. Sir, paano po kung loss on sale? Good question, Rose Venice. Pag loss on sale, you will do the same. Imbis na ATG, ATL, adjusted total loss. And you will do the same to the formula. Okay? What is the, ano tawag nito? What is the loss on rights transferred instead of gain on rights transferred? Yun ang magiging tanong. Everything will be the same except for the last part na i-multiply mo na. Kasi hindi na gain doon, 'di ba? Loss na. But effectively, you will still use the absolute amount of that loss to get the loss on rights transferred. Okay? I believe we're done here. Wala nang ibang nagtatanong. So let me go ahead and copy your attendance sheet and end the recording. Thank you for your questions. It helps. It helps me explain the parts that I missed. Sige po, stop recording.